How's it, guys? Welcome back to the Golfing Gods fitment facility at Pearl Valley. We had a subscriber of ours who asked us if we could test the Callaway Apex CB irons and put them up against the Srixon ZX7. These are both latest current models, standard lie, standard length, standard loft. And we're going to put these two up against each other. And for Rob, who asked us for this, let's see what the numbers get. Okay, so what we've got here is, what's interesting is this test pilot that we're using actually plays with the shaft that's in those heads now. So we're not even going to discuss what shaft it is. All you need to know is that it's the same shaft that's going into both the heads for this test, and that it's a composite iron shaft. Okay, which iron have you got there, test pilot?
I've got the Apex.
All right, give it a couple of hits. Let's see what we get. Okay, take that ZX7 now, give it a couple of hits. Let's see what we get. Okay, so let's look at these numbers here. So the Apex, the Callaway is the top line, and the Srixon ZX7 is the bottom line. So on the face of it, what we're seeing here with this particular player is that the ZX7 is actually, it's half a club longer, maybe just over half a club longer in raw carry. So it's 161 meters compared to 154 meters of raw carry. We move across a little bit here. Our club head speed 95 versus 96, so the club head speed is negligible. 1 mile is nothing to write home about. In terms of ball speed, it's 2 miles better ball speeds with the ZX7, so the player's getting a little bit better ball speed with the ZX7, slightly. But if we look at the spin here, we can see that the ZX7 is spinning way less than the Callaway. There's about almost 700 RPM less spin with the Srixon ZX7 with this player as opposed to the Callaway Apex irons. So let's see what that does. Now we know why it's going a little bit further, because it's not spinning as much, the Srixon. But let's look at its launch angle. So we come across here to the vertical launch. They're very similar, 18.9 degrees of vertical launch versus 18. So they're coming out at a very similar launch window, but the Srixon's going 7 meters further, just under 7 meters further. So it's just over half a club further, and I think that's because of the spin. So let's have a look at the dispersion and see what's going on there. Okay, so looking at the dispersion now, the blue circle is the Callaway Apex and the purple or pink circle is the Srixon ZX7. They're both pretty tight dispersion, so there's nothing much in there. You can see that the Srixon's going a little bit further. And for this particular player, I would say, you know, go with the Srixons if you want to get that extra half a club, because the launch window is the same, your ball speeds are a little bit up. But if you remember, what we had here was we had a situation when we looked at the numbers that the reason why I think the Srixon was going further was because it spins less. So if you're a player that generally has low spin and you want to create a bit of spin, then maybe the Callaway will work better for you than the Srixon. But this particular player, the Srixon is working better than the Callaway in terms of distance, and it is pretty tight, and that's also because maybe it's got less spin. Okay, Rob, I hope we helped you out there. You've seen the testing today of these two. Remember, for all you guys out there, to follow our channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like our videos, and DM us if you want to see any testing. And happy hunting.